My name's Mark Maisie. I'm a cross-country truck driver, drive a commercial vehicle. In December of 22, I was involved in a commercial truck crash and sustained injuries that I wasn't sure. I knew I couldn't move my shoulder and my arm very well. And my hand, on my right hand, I sustained some damage to my finger and my thumb, and I needed to find an injury care place to take care of me.
How was your experience with injury care centers?
The first part was just coming in here and finding out what your injuries are. And of course, meeting Dr. Perez, he immediately looked at my right hand and said, "Well, you have a broken finger." And I didn't know. I knew it was stiff and I couldn't bend it, but and also with my shoulder. So we did x-rays in his office right away. And he was able to show me my injuries and told me there's something wrong with your shoulder. You'll need an MRI to determine what that is. Definitely broken finger. We found that right away. And started to tell me what the treatment would be and what the things they could do to help my injuries. And explained very well that you could understand it very well what was going to happen by coming here.
How was your experience with piezo wave therapy and PVM laser therapy?
The piezo, we call it, awesome piece of equipment. It's a little painful, but not terribly. You undergo several minutes of it, and it puts shock waves in your shoulder, helps you break up the scar tissue and stuff that's in there. And it does give you some pain and stiffness after you're done, but it's not terrible. And then within a couple days, you kind of feel relief. You feel a little better movement. Stiffness goes away, pain goes away and starts to subside. And you can notice improvement every time they use that piezo on you. Same thing with the laser. The laser is really wonderful. You can feel the heat generating in the shoulder, and it just feels soothing and good, and it penetrates. You can feel it penetrating into your injured area. And with each treatment, I mean, I couldn't even move my arm or lift anything when I first came here. So with every one of those treatments, I got better and better.
How was your experience with Biotarget PRP?
The PRP, I was given options by the surgeon and by injury care centers. Of course, there's cortisone shots for pain relief. They talked about PRP and they explained what it was, and it seemed like a more natural process where they use, of course, your platelets, plasma platelets from your own blood. And I like that. I like the idea of it. It's not something that's not natural being put into your shoulder. They gave me 3 treatments, and after each treatment, I noticed great improvement. At first, it's, of course, stiff from the treatment. That subsides, and within a week, you have a better range of motion immediately. Pain subsides immediately. We did 3 treatments. After the 3rd treatment, my constant pain was gone. Movement pain, lifting pain, of course, we're still working on my shoulder and strengthening. But the incredible difference that you could feel after each treatment, I was amazed. I was just simply amazed. I tell a funny story that happened after the 2nd PRP treatment. So after the first one, I was starting to get a better range of motion. I could lift my arm. And just showering was a challenge, with one arm, okay? After the 2nd PRP treatment, I was in the shower and I lifted my arm to rinse. And all of a sudden I was like, wow, wow, my arm just came up high enough for water to run underneath it instead of having to splash it up in there. And I know it sounds crazy, but just something like that, you realize it and you're like, this is working.
How was your experience with physical therapy?
At first, it's rough, you have pain and you're going to do things, but they take you through a gradual process and they explain very well each exercise that you're going to do and why they're doing it. And the way they take you through everything is such ease, you know. I can't explain it any better than they're very articulate with what they tell you and the expectations you should get from each exercise, including what you should do at home. You know, the exercises you should be doing at home as well. And just the whole team here, everybody that treated me at injury care centers, just really, they really know what they're doing. That's all. That's the best thing I can say. They know what they're doing.
Explain your experience with the ICC difference.
From the time you walk in the door, you know,
Yeah.
Tara and Rachel, they make you feel right at home, you know, when you come in here. And that's a big plus.
Yeah.
And I mean, Rachel went out of her way even to help me with paperwork. My other doctor, I couldn't even get in to see them. You know, the first thing they demanded from me was an insurance number. They wanted an insurance claim number.
Wow.
Rachel, and when I came here, Rachel and Dr. Perez, they didn't ask me for any of that. They didn't want to know. I wasn't just a number, an insurance number, you know. They wanted to know what my injuries were so they could start treatment and get me under care. We did a prehab before my surgery and then post-surgery rehab. And it has worked tremendously.
Yeah.
They work as a team all the time here, you know. I mean, you come in and it's not just one person that you see and you do a certain routine. Each one of them has a little different knowledge of how they go about treating you, and you do see a little difference between each person, but when they work as a team, you get good care all the way around.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no doubt about it in my mind. And even at the other offices I've been to, the atmosphere and the care seems to be the same,
Yeah.
you know? And just like the explanation of everything, they really hit on telling you what they can do and what they're going to do to make you better. And if you follow what they say and stick with the program, don't bail out of therapy too early. That's the key to everything. And you'll walk out of here better. You'll walk out of here better. Absolutely.
Visit GoBiotarget.com, available only at injury care centers.